Psalms 106:38. And shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and of their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto the idols of Canaan, and the land was polluted with blood.
The land was polluted with blood because a lot of our people took on those custom ways, those heathen ways, and followed those heathen ways. And they're doing the different religions and different customs that they follow nowadays. Your pagan holidays are the top ones today. Even though they don't make any real sense, common sense, they're not common sense a lot of times. Easter bunnies don't lay eggs, you know, as well as things like Halloween, you know that's an evil thing, that's a day of sacrifice. Like Christmas, the Lord wasn't born in the winter time, and then it goes back to other gods anyway. Along with Thanksgiving was the murdering of the Most High's people, the Native and Seminole Indians. You know?
Thus were they defiled with their own works, and went a-whoring with their own inventions.
They went on to their own inventions and their own customs. And as a matter of fact, grab Mark 7 and like 6, I believe it is. You're going to recognize that one. Anyway, so you'd rather follow your own customs and traditions rather than...
Excuse me, miss.
Sorry, I was fixing it because it's...
Don't worry about it.
I apologize.
Wow.
Anyway, so they rather follow your own customs and traditions than follow the true ways of the Heavenly Father. And that's what a lot of our people do. You know?
Mark 7, verse 6. He answered and said unto them, well have Isaiah prophesied of you hypocrites, as it is written.
Our people are hypocrites because they say they love the Lord, but they don't do the things that's written in the book of the Lord to do.
Yep.
They don't do those things. Although they honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me.
That's
coming on.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Yeah. These people honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. Howbeit in vain do they worship me.
Yep. They worship in emptiness. They worship in vain. A lot of our people have a talking about you Negro, Latinos, and Natives, Seminoles, and Islanders, and everybody else, the 12 tribes that make up Israel, not everybody else heathen, but of the North, Central, and South America. You guys are the main ones that like to say, my God, my own personal Savior. He's not.
Hey, that's basically you creating your own God, man.
Right.
When you say my personal relationship with my God, you creating your own God, man.
Yep.
Does your God say the same thing that is written in this book?
Right.
Because if he doesn't say anything that's written in this book, then that God that you have a relationship with, you might want to reconsider who that is that you got a relationship with.
You might want to look in the Satanic Bible.
Right.
It might line up a little more for you.
Yeah.
You know, that's talking about our people. We ain't talking about the other heathens.
And it's mainly among like the black woman, man. She'll say some stupid shit like, well, my God, you know what I'm saying? He's merciful to everybody. Yeah. Even the white man, even faggots,
even sinners,
he's
on and on and
my
on.
God, this and that and the third. But bitch, you created your God. My God believes in putting faggots to death.
Like it says
in Leviticus. You know? My God says a woman's supposed to be in order.
Yep.
I don't think your God is telling you that. Your God is telling you to use up authority over your man.
Yep.
You know? And we done been through we done been through a situation dealing with some fucking man, some old has been bitch. Man,
that's not what my God says.
Her old bottle ways.
I believe my God says like, where do you know your God from? Like, how did you learn about your God? Right. Well, he comes to me and talks to me, and I know. He's written in the Bible. The God that's written in the Bible is who I follow. Yep. I don't follow my own personal beliefs about what the higher power is, like a lot of Jake do, like a lot of heathen did.
Yep. You
know, because they're like, well, no, the moon is quite beautiful tonight. I'm gonna come out every night and pay tribute to the moon. That's the type of things that these other heathens did. Oh, gold in the rivers and the lakes and the rain or whatever and the sun and everything else does this for me, gives me light, this and that. I'm gonna start dealing with that. I'm gonna start going and giving some special time to that. That's how this stuff kind of kicked off. And a lot of our people follow those customs. But you deny the ways of the Heavenly Father.
It says, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
That's a commandment of man to say, well, my personal God, what I think, what I believe, what I was taught, that's a tradition of men. Because our foreparents didn't know. Most of our foreparents didn't know the truth about the Bible before predating 1970. They didn't know the truth. You know, so when they were growing up, they were just following the customs that their parents was following, since before we lost all our customs way back in the day.
Yeah, you always hear Jake, especially a old time Jake. You know, they always use that excuse that they ain't gonna change their ways because they've been. This is all they know. This is all they was taught. This is, you know, this my grandmama did it, my grandpapa did it, his parents did it. You know what I'm saying? So why would I need to break away from the tradition?
Because it's wrong. That's the answer I give when they say that. Because it's wrong. And they try to say, well, you grew up having Christmas. You grew up following this, eating ham, this and that.
When I was ignorant.
Yeah, when I didn't know. Now that I know, and now that my children don't know, I don't do it, and I don't teach them to do it. I make sure they don't do it. That's the difference. Because now that you know right, you're supposed to do right.
That's right.
You're supposed to, you know, Most High may excuse our foreparents that didn't know. But the ones that know, and us that know, we have to follow what we know is the right way now. But a lot of you knew. That's why you come up with that Acts 10 about the pork and all the dietary laws. And you got excuses in the church about the dietary laws and other little things. Oh, the Old Testament done away with. No, it ain't. It says in the New Testament that the old one ain't done away with. In a couple of places.
For laying aside the commandment of the Most High, you hold the tradition of men.
Laying aside the commandments of the Most High God, you keep the traditions of men. You rather keep what your great-grandmama said and the tradition she held with the catfish and the pork-laden greens and whatever else she may cook that's so delicious. You keep that, or the carnitas tamales on Christmas or whatever you do. You may keep that, but you lay aside the commandments of the Most High. You know, but you lay aside that though. You say, well, that's I know Jesus wasn't. This is for the kids. When does it say to worship children? When does it say to follow what the like? When is ever in life children know better than the grown-ups? Besides Yahweh Shah. When does that ever happen any other time? He's the one exception to the rule of man walking around.
Hey, here's a tradition in the churches. You gotta wear a suit.
Yeah.
You gotta wear your suit and tie to church.
You gotta wear your Sunday best.
You gotta wear your outfit, right? That's a commandment of man. The Most High didn't tell you to put on Nimrod's phallic around your neck and wear a fucking tux or a suit, you know, a three-piece suit. You know what I'm saying? Just to come and hear his word, man. That's a tradition that was started among men.
Going in the building was another tradition. Going inside the building was another tradition. They never said that either. It said the word church goes back to the word ecclesia, which means to call out, to come out into the courtyard, into the temple, to hear the word, to come out of your houses, to call people out of their comfort zone of what they're doing, and to hear this word.
Let me get this real quick.
You know, so a lot of these traditions, we gotta make sure that we're not following them. We gotta dissect them and sift them through the Bible to see if they're true or not. That's what we do. That's what we do.
We got the word tradition in the blue letter. The word for tradition in the Greek is paradosis. And it basically it says giving over, which is done by word of mouth or in writing, tradition by instruction, a narrative, a precept, objectively that which is delivered, the substance of a teaching. Because that's what they do. When you get doctrinized, you're being taught something.
Yep. That you have to follow.
That you have to follow it. You being instructed, right? Just like when you keep Christmas has to be taught to you in order for you to keep it.
Yep.
Everything that you follow in society, it was taught to you first, man.
The lies of the lies of your school system.
Yep.
That's taught to you. That's a tradition. That's not fact. That's a tradition that you follow now. That you have to go from kindergarten all the way to the 12th grade. And if you're enlightened or a bright student or bright mind, or what's the other way to say it, docile or indoctrinated enough, then you can go on to college and get further indoctrinated. You know, if you're off of that chain of indoctrination through the school system over the miseducation, then you're indoctrinated going into the prisons. And you must be fit to go to that. But you gotta choose. If not, then you need to work. Then you're indoctrinated with work or go into the service. That's the routes that these traditions follow you in. You know, they teach you to do that. That's why some of you people that's out there talking about becoming a millionaire, you know, that want to become a millionaire, we're trying to find ways to go around education, go around the system, around the schools and all of that, to find a way to make a million. Well, they ain't gonna let you. But to do it, a lot of people that became millionaires patented the ideas of thinking outside the box. That didn't go with the school system, that didn't go with the military system, that didn't go with the church system, and all the ways around that. I didn't mean to cut you off.
It says, of the body of precepts, especially ritual, which in the opinion of the later Jews were orally delivered by Moses and orally transmitted in unbroken.
Ritual is something that you rehearse over and over, that you just do over and over. To practice.
It says, word selected. By Moses and orally transmitted in unbroken succession to subsequent generations, which precepts both illustrating and expanding the written law as they were to be obeyed with equal reverence.
And that's what they did when they took it out, separated church and state in this country. They took that ritual oracle of the word of the Most High away from you, so you couldn't constantly hear the commandments of the Most High God.
They would expand they would expand the law and try to like make it more of a something that you just practice later.
Yep.
You know, like certain services that the priest did, they would expand it, and then later on when the Lord came on the scene, they would always be like, yeah, but Moses, you know what I'm saying, but Moses this and that and the third, and the Lord would always correct them. Like, all right, yeah, this is a tradition among our forefathers going back to Moses, but why are y'all so bent on traditions or things that y'all expanded within the law rather than actually keeping the law?
Right.
The Pharisees was tripping off of Israel in this chapter because they was eating with their hands unclean. They wasn't washing their hands before they ate. That was a tradition, but that wasn't a sin to do that.
Right.
It wasn't sinful to eat with your hands unclean.
No, it's expedient.
It was just something that was taught, going back, to the law, man. Even though that wasn't technically in there, that was just something that they was just trying to expand. They was trying to add, man.
Like when you talk to some people, mainly women, especially the nigger women, they always want to deflect what they're doing wrong and try to pick another point that they can have some power on. Instead of keeping the commandments of not, their hands is dirty eating that. Well, why are you worried about their hands being dirty, but they're following the custom? You're not even following the custom. Right, you want to let's talk about washing pots and all of that. You know, for the certain things, washing hands and all of those things.